Just. There's too much.
Right.
It's like recording. It's. I was sick yesterday morning. I was just sick.
Yes, that's okay. No, thank you.
How you doing?
You can't. That's right. The champion, can't.
Yeah, there's a sign.
I was there, but I don't remember.
I put it out. That's so.
I'm sorry. Jeff can't get his truck. No voice.
Terrible. Yeah.
It's kind of like a $1.30. Is this decanting?
Okay, I've got 6:30. I'm going to call the meeting to order. We have a quorum present. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'd like to remove 3C and 3F.
3C,
3F,
3F,
7B and C, and 7I.
7B, C, I, and E as well, please. With those exceptions, can we get a motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
Alderman,
Yes,
Alderman
please.
Warner,
Yes.
Alderman Dieter,
Yes.
Alderman Jones,
Yes.
Alderman Dillard,
Yes.
Alderman Norman.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. That gives us to citizen comments. And Mr. Charlie Day on behalf of Public Water District 2. Charlie? Yes.
My name is Charlie Day. I came to Troy 75 years ago. Lots of change been in Troy since I came. I came here with Glenn Woody. After 2 years I was here, I was helping Winkle Meyer down here. And he said, you need to be on the fire board. So I came up and they put me on the fire board. We had 3 from the city and 3 from the county. Ray Lake was the mayor, and he gave us the box. We had $90. That's what we started the fire department with. We had the building behind Main Street. And had that old fire truck. And then the city got the building down there right next to co-op, and we went in there. One of the guys we had on the board from the city, he run the book factory out here. And on the county, we had Tom Anderson was on the board for the fire department. And so we made a deal with the city that how we gonna do things. The guys was, we had to put $90. So what they did, they went out to everybody in the county, started getting people signed up. So the city said, whatever y'all collect, we'll match. So everybody was free running. First year, they collected $2,000. City had to put up 2. The next second year, county was outdoing the city. We got 4,000. And the third year, we got 6,000. The city said, wait a minute, that's where we can go. But then the boys were working hard. What's name was the chief of the fire department, doing it at the plumbing business, I know, next to the lumber yard. That's how we started. And we built one out on KK, and we had one down in Moscow. And we had to get it on the fire truck, so the boys are still working. So we went down to Blackjack, Missouri, Clark Cox was on the board. He said, go down and buy it. So I went 12,000, I come home with it for 8,000. I'm just telling you a few things that happened when I was here with helping with the city, and the city was helping us. And so, then we got that fire truck, and we were doing real good. We got the place built out there on 47, that's fire department station. And the boys wanted more fire trucks. So they had some fire trucks for 100,000 new ones. So the board said, let's just get 2 of them, because the interest rate was cheap. So we got 2 new fire trucks. And so then they needed an ambulance in town. I was on the board to get the first ambulance in town. So we got it from down at Robb. They brought it up here. That's the first ambulance we had here for Troy. An old ambulance, I don't know if any of y'all remember that. I hope some of y'all was around then. But we got that for Troy. And we had a good chief of police back in now, Hopkins. There was 2 log cabins down on the corner. He said, they give them to us up there, we don't have the money to get them here. He said, "I'm calling you, Charlie." So I called my buddy John Spatafore, and we bought a steer for $1,000, and we butchered it. And we got permission to sell beer and that up here on the fair. We raised enough money to get them 2 log cabins, and we took it to Hopkins. "Here it is, you got more than you need." So we give that to him. He was a good chief to work with, Hopkins. Most of you people know him. Tell you another good guy that helped us a lot here, Mr. Thurman, had a tombstone place. He was a good man in this town. He helped us too. I'm just telling you some of my friends that passed away. Don Thompson, John Spatafore, that little roof up in the fair. In 1975, I put that on top of that. And then, I'm just telling you a few things I was involved with. Then we got Fee Skimper was American for a while, and we worked with him a lot. And the well that they dug back down here, the water just paid for that well and give it to the city. So the city was doing a favor for us. That's what took a while. That's just some of the things I was involved with around here. And then we, I guess a lot of y'all know Harry Harrell. His kid was crippled. And he ran around and needed money to put that shelter workshop. Tom Thompson and myself on the board, we got that here. So lots of things that I've been involved with this city. And we worked well. And we had Bridge for a while and come back to Fee Skimper, Mr. Skimper. And he really worked good with us out there. So just a few things I wanted to tell this board. Some of my best buddies are gone. That was around helping. So, but I want to ask this board, we need sewer taps out there. They agreed to give us sewer taps. I don't know what happened to them. But they agreed to give us sewer taps when they get going out there. So this is what I told the board the other night, that if we can't get sewer, we got enough money that we can build a little treatment plant down in the valley of our own service, Cinderville Road. If we can't get it from the city, work with the city board. So that's what I want to hear and tell you tonight. I told them we got the money, I know where to get it. Took a little plant down there, we need it. I think y'all got enough to run the city without trying to run our water district out there. And my son, we don't want to be in the city yet. He owns all the property along 47, the old firehouse, Charlie Hut, owns about 6, 7 acres right on. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Right.
Appreciate everything you've done.
Huh?
We appreciate everything you've done. Thank you.
Okay.
Charlie, with all that being said,
Huh?
I know the board in the past
That's fine.
has had,
I just want to let them know how we got along here. We got things done as a team. We worked with the city worked with us.
exactly.
Another thing, when the city needed money for grant, the water district was right there. They used our name to get the grant. Way back there. There she's still on up here.
Well,
Thank you. And we got a good chief here now. I want people to know that.
Thank you.
continue on here. Anyway, I know that, in the past, in this board, I know there was some conversation that there would be consideration to hook up the sewer taps as soon as the wastewater treatment plant was completed. I think, and this is just my own opinion, I feel that a man is only as good as his word. And when somebody says we're gonna do something, I think we need to do it. I think it's the same way with the board. I'm not opposed to sitting down this board with your board and trying to figure out what we gotta do. I know there's a few concerns that I have and a few concerns that some of the others have. But, getting a mean look from Jesse.
Well, this is not on the agenda, so.
Dennis, anything that has to do with this subject, the board's already given direction, and any further discussion of it should be done in the purview of closed session, as there's already negotiations between the two parties.
Well, that's
And
what,
Mr. Day is not on the Public Water Supply District Board.
but what I was saying was this board and that board. I understand Charlie's no longer on the board. I just think that we could probably make more progress with more minds involved into the scenario and trying to figure this out. From what I'm,
I would say that any discussion on it, since the board has already made a direction and given the direction on that, should be held for closed.
should be what?
Should be held for closed session.
We can hold in closed session. Can we discuss that in closed session? Since as a
We have
result of
legal
this
on
meeting.
the agenda.
Hmm?
We have legal on the agenda.
So we can discuss it. Okay, we'll discuss it in closed session.
Item 3C.
Okay. I had some questions